Hello, my friends, and welcome back. Thank you for being with me again today. I have an article here with some expert economist who's going to tell us what we can expect from the global direction the economy is going, if we can use it as a global economic system. Nevertheless, let's go and see what this guy is saying. So this article is from MoneyWise by Jing Pan, May 21st, 2022. I was sitting on this for a while. So here it is. Top economist El Erian says stagflation is unavoidable. Here's why it's far worse than hot inflation and 3 ways to protect against it. We're going to find out how we can protect against it. So stagflation is unavoidable. Here is why it's far worse than hot inflation. All right, let's find out. First, stagflation is, if you're not aware with this term, is high inflation and no expansion of the economy. No, the production doesn't grow, the economy doesn't grow, services manufactured do not grow, and then the prices increase. The prices for commodities increase highly because of the inflation, but the power of the jobs will be more scarce, obviously, because of the economy shrinks or stagnates. So let's go and see. With inflation near 40-year high, many consumers are feeling the pain of rising price levels, but inflation isn't the worst thing that can happen. Okay, what could death could be worse, I'm guessing. In an interview with Bloomberg, Allianz chief economic advisor, Mohamed El Arian, warned about stagflation. And it says here, an economic condition marked by high inflation, but without the robust economic growth and employment that usually comes with it. And I'm quoting, what is unavoidable is stagflation. And we're seeing growth coming down, and we're seeing inflation remaining high, he says. And the Fed is finally catching up to the developments on the ground, but it still has some way to go. We're gone subsequently through pricing and inflation risk and interest rate risk to pricing in higher liquidity. What we haven't priced in yet is a significant slowdown in growth. Yeah, I posted 2 videos regarding the United States' economy shrinking. That means decreasing, which means we're going to get to stagnation possibly. At least that's where it looks, the direction that way, towards Hades. So, all right. It says here, but even in a period of stagflation, a handful of sectors can still make you money. Woo! I know. That's ladies of the night, brothels, and alcohol. They will always make you money. And wars. But we can't control wars, but we can control the other two. So let's go. Let's take a quick look at 3 of them. First, utilities. Utilities usually have the ability to withstand economic shocks. Whether boom or bust, people will still need to heat their homes in their winter and turn the lights on at night. It's extremely costly to build the infrastructure required to distribute gas, water, and electricity. Plus, the industry is highly regulated by the government. No shit. Yeah. As a result, utility companies usually operate as monopolies or oligopolies in their respective operating regions. Yes. And do they have, you don't want my energy? Go and get it from where? Russia? Yeah. And due to the recurring nature of the business, the sector is known for providing reliable dividends to shareholders. Energy, yeah. Can you have access to buy some shares in the energy market? Nope, no. The best part, utility companies like Consolidated Edison, ED, American Water Works, AWK, and Nextra Energy, NEE, have been increasing dividends year after year. Yes, let's go and buy. These are the big ones, right? So go, turn it off and go and buy those. Yeah, they increase dividends, but not shares. As long as you already have the shares, you're going to get dividends. Food. Next, we have the food industry, which includes grocery stores, food distribution companies, and food producers. No matter where we are in the economic cycle, people still need to eat. Case in point, while the COVID-19 pandemic presented serious challenges for numerous brick and mortar businesses, supermarket giant Kroger, KR, continued to thrive. Kroger shares have climbed 6% in 2022, in stark contrast with the broad market's double-digit decline. And there's Pep, which has 23 brands that each generated more than $1 billion in estimated annual retail sales. Sure, inflation could drive up costs, but management plans to take a good, strong price increase to counteract those measures. Yes, and the food industry, higher costs are usually passed on to consumers. And the third one is apartments. Real estate is well-known hedge against inflation. Is a well-known hedge against inflation. As the price of raw materials and labor goes up, new properties are more expensive to build, and that drives up the price of existing real estate. But not all properties are the same. To prepare for stagflation, look into apartments. No matter how much economic growth slows down, people need a place to live. And with real estate prices rising to unfavorable levels in many parts of the country, renting has become the only options for many people. And you increase that, obviously. You can always buy an apartment building yourself, find tenants, and collect the monthly rent checks. Of course, apartment-focused rate can do that for you. For instance, Camden Property Trust, CPT, owns, manages, develops, and acquires multifamily apartment communities. It has invested in 170 properties containing 50,055 apartments, units across the U.S., and offers an annual dividend yield of 2.7%. So these guys bought 170 properties containing roughly 58,000 apartment units across the U.S., and it offers an annual dividend yield of 2.7%. And then we have Essex Property Trust, ESS, invests in apartments primarily on the West Coast. The REIT, R-E-I-T, currently yields 3.1%, backed by its ownership interest in 253 apartment communities in California and Seattle, totaling approximately 62,000 units. You got it? Good. Energy, food, and properties, apartments. So since you have so much cash in your banks, go and invest. Yeah, that's very good tips. Logical, normal, human-like, because nature has rules. We can't make we can try to make our own rules, but we can't change the nature's rules. So these are the rules. We need shelter, right? We need heat. We need to be protected by the elements, from the elements, not by the, from the. And then we need food and water. Yeah, well, you need other things like sex, companionship, friendship, blah, blah, blah. But it's not a need. I mean, so nevertheless, you got the tip. Go and invest right now. Buy like 3 stores, like 5 Krogers, maybe the whole chain. Go and buy like 3,000 apartment buildings with 56 units or something all together. And then go and invest in those energy, build a windmill or something. Or a water mill. How do you call that? Good. Get ready for the stagflation. And in the meantime, you lose your job as well. Thank you very much for being with me again today. Stay strong, stay smart, look for the truth, and be just.